Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're boiling down all the amazing wisdom from the Built by Basics channel into one single, complete roadmap. This is for anyone out there who's just starting their fitness journey. We are going to cut right through all the noise and give you a simple, effective blueprint to change your body, starting like right now.
You know, this right here, this is the thought that stops so many people dead in their tracks. The fitness world can feel super overwhelming, you know? It seems expensive, it's confusing, but what if I told you the solution is way, way simpler than you think?
That's right. The best news is you don't need all that fancy equipment, you don't need expensive memberships, and you definitely don't need some complicated plan to get going. You literally have everything you need right now. Okay, so let's dive into this. Before we even think about a single exercise, we have to start with the foundation. I mean it, because something like 70% of your results, they're going to come from what you do in the kitchen. And it all starts with understanding one really simple concept, the energy equation.
And honestly, it is that simple. Fat isn't some evil enemy we have to destroy. Nope, it's just your body's incredibly smart way of storing fuel. Think of it like a fuel tank. When you consistently put more fuel, or calories, into your body than it needs to run, it just saves the leftovers as fat for later.
So to start using that stored fuel, we have to kind of nudge our body to tap into those reserves. And the process is simple. First, you need to know your baseline. Just hop online, use a calculator, and find your maintenance calories. That's just the energy you need to stay exactly the same. Second, to start dipping into that fuel tank, we create a small deficit. Think about 500 calories less than that maintenance number. And third, and this is the big one, you have to track what you eat. For beginners, this part is non-negotiable because it's the only way to be sure you're actually in that deficit.
Now this is where it gets cool. This number right here turns a vague goal like I want to lose fat into simple math. Every single time your total calorie deficit adds up to 7,700, boom, you've burned through 1 kilogram of stored fat. So a 500-calorie deficit each day, that puts you on track to lose about a kilo every 2 weeks. See? It's just a numbers game.
So here's the game plan, and it's way easier than you think. Just forget about complicated diets and focus on these 5 simple rules. 1. Try skipping breakfast. It can help kickstart your body's fat-burning mode. 2. Drink a ton of water to stay full and hydrated. 3. Cut out sugar. Seriously, it's the easiest way to drop a bunch of empty calories. 4. Make protein your best friend. It builds muscle and keeps you feeling full. And 5. A simple 30-minute walk before you eat anything can directly tap into your fat stores for fuel. That's it.
All right, so with our nutrition totally dialed in, it is time to build the engine. Let's get to the physical work and see how we can build a really solid foundation for strength and muscle, using absolutely nothing but your own body weight.
This right here is your weekly schedule. It's often called a bro split, and for beginners, it is simple and so effective. You're hitting 2 muscle groups a day. You get a rest day on Thursday, and then you just repeat the cycle starting Friday. This makes sure every major muscle gets trained, and it gives them plenty of time to recover and grow stronger. In this slide, oh man, this might be the most important principle of all. You have to start where you are, not where you think you should be. Can't do a full push-up? No problem. Start against a wall. Can't do a pull-up? Who cares? Use a sturdy table for rows. Every single exercise has a starting point. The goal isn't to be perfect on day 1. The goal is just to make a little bit of progress over and over again.
Listen, your muscles will not grow unless you give them a reason to. It's a concept called progressive overload. Basically, once you can easily do, say, 15 reps of an exercise, you've got to make it harder. And you don't need fancy dumbbells. Just grab a school bag, fill it with some books or water bottles, and wear it. That's it. That's all you need to keep getting stronger.
Okay, so knowing what to do is the easy part. It's the how you do it that separates real, solid progress from just getting injured. And to show you what I mean, we're going to look at some universal rules for good form. We'll use the bench press as our example here, but I want you to pay close attention to the ideas, like shoulder position and how your elbows move, because these apply directly to your at-home push-ups too.
Okay, so most beginners, they lie completely flat on the bench. It feels kind of natural, right? But what it's really doing is putting all the stress from the weight right onto your delicate shoulder joint. It is such a common mistake and a super fast way to end up with shoulder pain.
So instead, what you're going to do is focus on pulling your shoulder blades together and down, like you're trying to pinch a pen between them. When you do that, it'll naturally create a small, safe arch in your lower back. And that one simple move shifts the load from your shoulders right onto your chest. And that is exactly where we want it.
All right, the second big mistake I see all the time is flaring the elbows way out to the side, making like a 90-degree angle. Again, this just puts a huge amount of strain on your shoulder and elbow joints, and honestly, it takes your chest out of the movement. So the right way to do it is to tuck your elbows slightly in towards your body to about a 45 to 60-degree angle. Think about making the shape of an arrow with your body, not the letter T. This position maximizes how much your chest works, and it keeps your joints safe. And guess what? This exact same cue applies to your push-ups.
You gotta live by this rule. It is non-negotiable. A partial rep only builds partial muscle. So leave your ego at the door, lower the weight if you have to, and do every single repetition with a full range of motion. It is absolutely essential for developing the entire muscle.
Okay, we've got the diet, the workout, and the technique totally down. So now, let's look at a few of the smaller details that a lot of people overlook, but that can make a massive difference in unlocking that next level of growth and strength for you.
Please do not sleep on your forearms. They are the critical link in pretty much every upper body move you do. I mean, think about it. If your grip fails during a pull-up, you're not training your back anymore, are you? You're just training your tired grip. Building strong forearms unlocks your potential in all your other lifts. And let's be honest, it's a clear sign of real-world strength.
These two things right here, think of them as your insurance policy against getting hurt or hitting a plateau. A warm-up isn't just stretching a little. It's about priming your body by doing easier versions of the exercises you're about to do. And while a spotter in a gym is amazing for safety with heavy weights, the real principle is about finding a way to safely push your limits. That could be a friend for encouragement, or even just knowing when to stop a set at home before your form completely breaks down.
So we've covered the science, the workout, and all the technique. We have the complete blueprint. But you know what? None of it matters without the one single ingredient that ties it all together, and that's the right mindset.
See, motivation, that's a feeling. It's exciting, but it's flaky. It comes and it goes. It will disappear. Discipline, on the other hand, that's a choice. It is what gets you to do your workout and stick to your diet on the days you really don't feel like it. And trust me, those are the days that actually build your results. Consistency will beat intensity every single time.
Just take a second and really think about it. Were you ignoring your nutrition, skipping your warm-ups, maybe using some shaky form? Because identifying your mistake, that is not a failure. It's the very first step toward fixing it and finally unlocking the progress you've been working so hard for. You have the map. Now it's time to start the journey.